The solar system comprises the Sun and the objects that orbit it, either directly or indirectly. Of those objects that orbit the Sun directly, the largest 8 are the planets that form the planetary system around it, while the remainder are significantly smaller objects, such as dwarf planets and small solar system bodies such as comets and asteroids. Of those that orbit the Sun indirectly, 2 are larger than the smallest planet. The solar system formed 4.6 billion years ago from the gravitational collapse of a giant interstellar molecular cloud. The vast majority of the system's mass is in the Sun, with most of the remaining mass contained in Jupiter. The 4 smaller inner planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars, are terrestrial planets, being primarily composed of rock and metal. The 4 outer planets are giant planets, being substantially more massive than the terrestrials. The 2 largest, Jupiter and Saturn, are gas giants, being composed mainly of hydrogen and helium. The 2 outermost planets, Uranus and Neptune, are ice giants, being composed largely of substances with relatively high melting points compared with hydrogen and helium, called ices, such as water, ammonia and methane. All planets have almost circular orbits that lie within a nearly flat disk called the ecliptic. The solar system also contains smaller objects. The asteroid belt, which lies between Mars and Jupiter, mostly contains objects composed, like the terrestrial planets, of rock and metal. Beyond Neptune's orbit lie the Kuiper belt and scatter disk, populations of trans-Neptunian objects composed mostly of ices, and beyond them a newly discovered population of sednoids. Within these populations are several dozen to possibly tens of thousands of objects large enough to have been rounded by their own gravity. Such objects are categorized as dwarf planets.